Tell us a little bit about the partnership with the Ad Council, with the CDC, and a little bit how this project came together.
Sure. So a few weeks ago, as we were starting to go into our work from home scenarios, the Ad Council actually reached out to us to see if we could help them come up with some campaigns about getting the information out around COVID-19 to the public. And we were all starting to move to our houses and get all of our computers set up in different situations. And what we're facing is, how do you actually produce a campaign during these extenuating times and under extenuating circumstances? And so we worked originally with them on a campaign that was all graphically driven. And then that quickly progressed into also seeing how can we tap into NBC Universal's really iconic IP of The More You Know, and use The More You Know as a platform to launch a campaign around COVID-19. We worked on this in partnership with the Ad Council, the White House, the CDC, and the Department of Health and Human Services. And as longtime partners of the Ad Council, they knew that they could come to us and tap into us and our creative resources to help them bring this message to the marketplace, or to the American public.
So tell us just briefly, just a little bit of background on More You Know and sort of the history of that within the NBC family.
Sure. The More You Know is NBC Universal's acclaimed public service initiative focused on education, diversity, health, civic engagement, the environment, and more. It enlists the power of NBCU's talent and its platforms to bring the nation's most pressing issues to the forefront. For this program, we actually, there's a group in NBC Universal that's called Corporate Social Responsibility. And for this specific campaign, we worked very closely with them on taking the idea of all of the information we needed to get out about COVID-19 to the More You Know and translating it to that platform.
Miguel, so tell us a little bit about the process of pulling this together, sort of the challenges of people working from home, doing this remotely. Everyone's going through their own challenges at home. How did this come together? And give us an idea of the process.
Yeah, no worries. So production as a whole is very much a process that requires a lot of people to be in the same place together at the same time. So obviously changing that model that has been in place for all these years has been a little bit of a challenge for sure. There's an urgency and there's a critical response aspect to our campaign that was quite important for us to get out to our audiences. So, what we did is, we have our assignment. We have this incredible platform in NBC Universal to reach our audiences whenever we have to and whenever we need to. And we basically simplify the process quite significantly. If you have a computer, if you have a telephone, if you have the will to actually help our audiences, that's all we really, really needed to make this campaign possible. So we essentially asked everybody to shoot themselves on their phones with a very simple script, submit them via text, via email. However, it was simple and easy for everybody to do it, and we put it together completely remotely, working from home.
So I want to ask the two of you guys, unlike most PSAs or public awareness campaigns, we're all affected. Our families are affected, our coworkers are affected, or could be affected, our neighbors could be affected. What's it like for you personally to be involved with this project? What does it mean for you personally?
Yeah, when we actually got on the phone to get the whole creative team downloaded on what we were going to be working on, it was fascinating because we got on the phone to get briefed and to brief the More You Know writing team and our writing team to come up with scripts for these spots. But the way that the call started was, it just was all these people working from different places talking about their different personal experiences that they were going through. And I think that's something that's really unique about this time in America and across the world, is everybody's experiencing something that is the same but also different. And how we can come together and how we can give back or use what we do every single day to try to give back a little bit is really important, and was very important to everybody working on this project. And so I think for me personally, it's been an opportunity to work with colleagues on something that is a little bit different, but for the good of the American public. So we're kind of taking the thing that we do every day and applying that to PSA campaign to get this information out, which feels really good in this time to be able to spend time and energy working on something like that.
For me personally, it's actually been really, really great to see how our entire company has mobilized and mobilized quickly to actually make this happen, again, for our audiences and for ourselves. When we look at everybody who has touched this campaign from an NBC Universal perspective, we're talking about hundreds of people, including about 50 plus of our own talent. And I think, like Steven said, we're all in this entire thing together. So we're all connecting over preventing the spread of coronavirus from a personal level as well, because we are all in this together as human beings. So we have that common ground, and it's been really, really great to be able to unite and actually use, again, like I've said earlier, our incredible platform to help each other out.
Yeah, I mean, as we all are facing a global crisis, it's something that we all have a role to play. It's not just us that are doing things. There's countless healthcare professionals that are on the front lines that are doing their part as well in their roles and how their roles have transitioned. In addition to that, we have industry leaders that are donating food, funds, hotel rooms, flights, radically transforming like factories to make masks and ventilators and hand sanitizer and other essential supplies. And I think now it's media and marketing's and that community's time to step up. And we're proud at NBC Universal to lead this industry-wide effort. This campaign actually, I think, demonstrates what's possible when we can come together as an industry to do good and bring positivity and vital information to the masses at a critical time.
And what's been very interesting about this entire experience is that our advertisers are also following and also, putting their stake on the ground to help out as well. We have over 10 advertisers, at the moment within our list of partners that are also donating their ad time to get this message out as well. So our company has united to make this happen. Our advertisers are also uniting to make this happen as well.
And we're just getting started as we continue to, as information continues to change and be updated. We're in constant contact with the CDC and the Ad Council on the evolving information and are committed to continuing this work to be able to get information out to the public during this time.